For more than 4,000 years, the Great Pyramid of Giza has risen out of the desert like a stone horizon, vast, silent, and impossibly precise. Built for the pharaoh Khufu, it was the tallest structure humans had ever made for almost 4 millennia. Its base is nearly a perfect square. Its sides align with the cardinal directions to a degree that still surprises modern surveyors. Inside, narrow corridors lead to stark granite chambers and a soaring passage called the Grand Gallery, a space so exact in angle and proportion that even its emptiness feels intentional. The monument has been measured, mapped, and argued over since antiquity. And yet, after centuries of exploration, a new mystery appeared where no one expected it, hidden in the very heart of the stone. In 2015, an international group of researchers launched a non-invasive investigation of the Egyptian pyramids. Instead of chisels and drills, they brought scanners and particle detectors. Their approach was straightforward in concept and extraordinary in scale. Use cosmic particles that fall through the atmosphere every second to X-ray the pyramid. These particles, called muons, pass through rock and slow down depending on how much material they meet. By placing detectors inside and around the structure and by collecting data for many months, scientists could build a density map and look for anomalies, regions where fewer muons were stopped, hinting at voids or hidden spaces. In 2017, the data revealed something astonishing. Above the Grand Gallery, within a mass of blocks thought to be solid, the scans showed a large, empty volume. It was not a hairline crack, not a construction joint, but a void tens of meters long. Its size has been compared to a small train tunnel or the fuselage of a passenger plane. To find such a feature in a monument that has been crawled, climbed, and surveyed for generations felt almost unreal. The discovery quickly became known as the Big Void, and with that name arrived a torrent of questions. Was this space intentional or accidental, functional or symbolic? And if it was planned, what story was it meant to tell? To understand the shock, it helps to remember what we already knew. The interior of the Great Pyramid is spare and mathematical. From the original entrance, a tight descending passage drops toward the bedrock. A second passage angles upward toward the Queen's Chamber, then continues into the Grand Gallery, a corbelled corridor that climbs at roughly 26 degrees before meeting a short horizontal tunnel into the King's Chamber. Above that granite room sits a stack of small cavities, often called relieving chambers, designed to spread the weight of millions of tons. Each passage, angle, and change of slope has been studied, and yet the void detected by the scans did not match the path of any known corridor. It simply hovered above the Grand Gallery like a shadow cut into stone. The first reaction in the academic world was a mix of excitement and caution. Muon imaging is powerful, but interpreting the results takes patience. The detectors do not draw a photograph. They register the rate at which particles pass through from different angles. From those rates, teams reconstruct three-dimensional models. If multiple detectors see the same anomaly from different positions, confidence grows. That is what happened here. Independent data sets converged on the presence of a substantial, previously unknown space. It was not proof of treasure or of a secret blueprint, but it was strong evidence that the pyramid still held surprises. Outside the academy, speculation flared. The Great Pyramid has always attracted bold theories, and the Big Void poured gasoline on the fire. Some voices claimed the space must be a sealed royal chamber, perhaps the true resting place of Khufu. Others imagined a sacred corridor left empty for ritual or symbolic reasons, a stone pathway meant for the soul rather than the body. There were whispers about ancient archives, about lost writings or instruments, about knowledge that survived in silence while empires rose and fell. None of these claims had evidence attached, but the very existence of the void made them feel less like fantasy and more like questions delayed. Maintaining momentum inside the pyramid, however, is a challenge. The authorities responsible for protecting the site have to balance discovery against damage. Drilling even a narrow bore risks fracturing a block, disturbing the structure, or inviting a flood of invasive attempts. For now, the decision has been restraint. No probe has been sent, no hole drilled. The result is a unique tension, a major archaeological feature validated by modern physics, and almost nothing we can say for certain about what it is. Even without a camera inside, the void matters. It reminds us that the monument is not a simple pile of stones, but a layered system of loads, corridors, and cavities that interact. Some engineers propose that the void might act as a weight relief element, a deliberate lightening of masonry above the grand gallery to prevent deformation. Others argued that the shape and position could hint at a hidden architectural logic, an echo of the gallery itself, perhaps a second unseen corridor. Until more data arrives, both ideas remain alive. What the scans truly revealed is not only a hollow in stone, but a gap in our understanding. Beyond the technical debate, there is the human feeling the discovery awakens. Imagine the builders lifting blocks by the tens of thousands, setting each course with ritual care. Imagine the architect walking the scaffolds, tracing lines by starlight, angling passages to align not only with structural necessities, but with meanings that do not fit neatly into blueprints. Whether the void was a clever solution to weight or a purposeful interior, someone designed it. A choice was made, and across 45 centuries that choice still affects us. A space we cannot enter, a purpose we cannot name, a silence we cannot fill. This is the paradox of the Great Pyramid. The closer we get, the farther it recedes. We refine measurements, correct heights, name every notch and niche, and then a detector counts particles from outer space and whispers that a room we never knew exists above a corridor we thought we understood. The pyramid keeps its poise, indifferent to our rush. It has time. It can afford to watch us circle and guess. In the end, the big void is not only a cavity of air, it is a narrative chamber, a place where theories echo. Tomb or trick of engineering, archive or architectural grace note. It contains what we project into it until the stone lets us know more. The discovery did not close a case. It opened a door we are not yet allowed to walk through. And that is where we leave the mystery for now. In part 2, we will follow the main lines of explanation, from structural relief and construction ramps to proposals about resonance, ritual, and the stubborn question of hidden burials. We will also look at what future scans and less invasive tools might reveal, and why some scholars insist the void is important even if it holds nothing at all. Until then, the Great Pyramid stands as it has always stood, guarding an absence that feels like a message.